Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today I want to go over my mix bus processing, and I'm just going to A-B it, go through all the plugins and tell you why I do what I do. So let's just get right into it. Let's take all the plugins off real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and play it. Let's see how it sounds.
We all got problems, depending how you handle it. I feel like it's been running for a month straight, trying to keep my mind straight. Cold and hell before you ever hit that crossfade. Moral of the story, it ain't sweet, keep it G. Only brand them folks around, it ain't known to keep it a beat. They come around like a hurricane, I just do my own thing. I ain't worried about nobody, I'm just in my own lane. Reminiscing about the streets, baby, it wasn't all bad. I can show you how to flip 100, what you call that? I mean what I want, I tell them what my bands up.
Alright, so yeah, obviously got louder, pretty wide, but we'll go ahead and take off all these plugins and then go through them one by one. So what I first have on here is the God particle, and I just use it on this regular setting, and I take the limiter off. I just have the amount on 100, and I don't use the EQ bands. But what I do try to do with two tracks is at least hit this low end indication range right here. Now if I'm mixing a song with beat stems, I try to hit the mid and the low end as well. But we'll see where it's hitting at with just this and what it sounds like. I'll start with it off and then turn it on.
I feel like it's been running for a month straight, trying to keep my mind straight. Cold and hell before you ever hit that crossfade. Moral of the story, it ain't sweet, keep it G. Only brand them folks around, it ain't known to keep it a beat. They come around like a hurricane, I just do my...
So it gives it depth, a little bit of volume, some width. It kind of makes it like sparkle and pop in my eyes. That's really just what I use this for, and I kind of just set it and forget it, and I mix into this. I don't mix into everything on my mix bus, but I mix into this. So when I say mix into it, I leave it on before I start the mix, and I'm mixing and it's on. I don't mess with it. Next, this is another set it and forget it for me. I'm gonna start doing some other things with it probably, but for now, I'm just cutting a little bit of 330 hertz and for boosting a little bit of 4K around the presence area, and it's just very little. It's barely doing anything. Let's see what it sounds like, or if you can hear anything.
I feel like it's been running for a month straight, trying to keep my mind straight. Cold and hell before you ever hit that crossfade. Moral of the story, it ain't sweet, keep it G. Only brand them folks around, it ain't known to keep it a beat. They come around like a hurricane, I just do my own thing. I ain't worried about nobody.
It's very subtle, but it's to kind of clean up the song. What I'm going to start trying to do, I might do with this, is the smiley face EQ curve kind of. I'll probably be boosting the high end more than the low end, but the smiley face EQ curve is just, you can either dip out a little bit of the mids and raise the low end and high end, or you can just raise the low end and high end. But that's the smiley face EQ curve that's usually on some masters. I never used to do it, but I think I'm going to start trying it. But yeah, that's my mainly massive passive mastering EQ. Those two are set it forget it, and then kind of everything here on out is kind of dependent of the song. So this is an SSL comp. I threw it on here. I don't use this all the time because the God particle has some native compression that happens behind the scenes in the plugin, emulating like 1176s and stuff like that. So I don't always need this, but I wanted to throw this on here to try to glue it more, to try to see if I can hear the compression and to see if it can give it some like glue, like I said. So these are my settings for that, and when I do use it, this will be my setting. So
I feel like it's been running for a month straight, trying to keep my mind straight. Cold and hell before you ever hit that crossfade. Moral of the story, it ain't sweet, keep it G. Only brand them folks around, it ain't known to keep it a beat. They come around like a hurricane, I just do my own thing. I ain't worried about nobody, I'm just in my own lane. Reminiscing about the streets, baby, it wasn't all bad. I can show you how to flip 100, what you call that? I mean what I want.
So that's that. So you hear like a very, very small difference, and there might be a very, very little bit of gain. Not much, but what I can hear is his voice kind of, it's glue, but his voice kind of stands out to me. And then next I'm using this EQ in the mono section. So I'll go ahead and bypass this and play it.
I feel like it's been running for a month straight, trying to keep my mind straight. Cold and hell before you ever hit that crossfade. Moral of the story, it ain't sweet, keep it G. Only brand them folks around, it ain't known to keep it a beat. They come around like a hurricane, I just do my own thing. I ain't worried about nobody, I'm just in my own.
So obviously, again, you're not hearing too much. I think if you do something to your master and it's a drastic difference besides volume using a limiter, obviously you're doing too much. So what I'm doing is taking out a couple frequencies. I'm not always doing this, but usually you can find a couple of annoying frequencies and it just makes me feel comfortable to take them out. So I'll go ahead and show you the frequencies.
I feel like it's been running for a month straight, trying to keep my mind straight. Cold and hell before you ever hit that crossfade. Moral of the story, it ain't sweet, keep it G. Only random folks around, if they know they keep it a beat, they come around like a hurricane. I just do my own thing. I ain't worried about nobody, I'm just in my own lane. Reminiscing about the streets, baby, it wasn't all bad. I can show you how to flip 100, what you call that?
So basically anything whistling, anything that sounds bad, I'm gonna take out a little bit. So this will obviously vary per song, but I will usually always do this. I won't always use each of these bands, but I'll probably find something. Next, I have compression or tape saturation. Sorry. These are usually my settings for this. And again, I won't always use this. It would really depend on the song, but these are my settings when I do use it.
I feel like it's been running for a month straight, trying to keep my mind straight. Cold and hell before you ever hit that crossfade. Moral of the story, it ain't sweet, keep it G. Only random folks around, if they know they keep it a beat, they come around like a hurricane. I just do my own thing, I ain't worried about nobody, I'm just in my own lane. Reminiscing about the street.
So it's basically adding some of that grit back into it, so it's not a perfectly clean song. It's sounding pretty clean to me, and then it just kind of dirties up just a little bit, but it's in a good way, if that makes sense. So let's go to the next one. This is Gold Clip.
I feel like it's been running for a month straight, trying to keep my mind straight. Cold and hell before you ever hit that crossfade. Moral of the story, it ain't sweet, keep it G. Only random folks around, if they know they keep it a beat, they come around like a hurricane. I just do my own thing, I ain't worried about nobody, I'm just in my own lane. Reminiscing about the streets, baby, it wasn't all bad. I can show you how to flip 100, what you call that?
So as you can hear, this is kind of doing a lot, but I'm only getting about 1 to 2 dB of clipping. I'm not pushing into it too much. And then on the gold setting, I have it in the modern mode and have this about 2 dB up. And the alchemy, I have 0.30. So, and these are just different tones. So you can flip through this and it'll give you the classic or the modern tone for the gold, and then the classic or the modern for the clipper. But this is always on here. Obviously for this, settings are going to be different each time, depending on the song. I'll clip more, I'll clip less based on the song. The next, this is a setting, forget it. At the end is Soothe. I'll either use it or I won't use it, but it will be this setting if I do use it. So balance to the Grammy Award setting, and just kind of just tame me some frequencies across the whole song. So we'll see if you can hear anything.
I feel like it's been running for a month straight, trying to keep my mind straight. Cold and hell before you ever hit that crossfade. Moral of the story, it ain't sweet, keep it G. Only
not doing too much. It's not supposed to do too much. But like I said, besides volume and a little bit of character change or saturation, you don't do too much. So I'm not going to do too much EQing is basically what this is. All right, next we'll go to Pro Q3. If I do use the dynamic EQ, I'll use this. And I'll mainly just use it for the top end unless I hear something else. But I control the top end a little bit in this song.
I feel like it's been running for a month straight, trying to keep my mind straight. Cold and hell before you ever hit that crossfade. Moral of the story, it ain't sweet, keep it G. Only random folks around, if they know they keep it a beat, they come around like a hurricane. I just do my own thing, I ain't worried about nobody, I'm just in my own lane.
It's pretty simple, so I won't always use it, but when I do, I'll use the Pro Q3, and I'll mainly just control the top end. Sometimes I'll have a dynamic EQ down here around like 300 or something, or in the mid-range, just 1 or 2, but it depends. Next, we have the master plan, and what I'm doing on here is the smiley face EQ curve just a little bit, so 0.3 in the high end and 0.1 in the low end, and then I have this limiter up and the width at 1.5 roughly. So let's see what it sounds like with and without.
I feel like it's been running for a month straight, trying to keep my mind straight. Cold and hell before you ever hit that crossfade. Moral of the story, it ain't sweet, keep it G. Only random folks around, if they know they keep it a beat, they come around like a hurricane. I just do my own thing, I ain't worried about nobody, I'm just in my own lane. Reminiscing about Young rock in the zone. He like Dre with the flame shine. They ain't see it coming, but he knew cause it's in his name.
Just brings everything forward and it widens it out. So this is the finishing touch to my master chain. I love this limiter. It's very transparent and you can really push it without it adding any type of character and with it getting distorted. So I believe I had this song sitting around -8, -9, which is pretty fine for a 2-track. It's loud enough. So, but this is basically my mix bus or mastering chain, if you will. A lot of my clients will get a mix with this on it and leave it as the master, which is okay. So I won't bounce this and then master it again. So, but I have all of these here ready in my session template ready to go. Like I said, some of these are set it and forget it. They're going to be on every song. And some of these, it depends on the song. My mix bus chain constantly changes. This is just what I'm doing now. A month from now, I could be doing something totally different or having a new plugin in here. Maybe there's a new plugin that comes out that I like better. That's it for me. If you're a mix engineer, stay tuned. Join the Discord because I will be coming out with a mix competition and the winner will get a choice of some plugins. So a flyer will be coming out for that. I'll announce it on here and I'll announce it in my Discord, but you'll probably be more informed if you join the Discord. So don't forget to do that. And yeah, see you in the next one.